Hello, once again, everybody, and welcome to CoastCast episode number 13. How we doing, everyone? You all right?
Yes.
Are you listening? Are you here?
I'm listening. I'm here. Yes.
We have our good friend and extremely talented musician, Ollie Armstrong, here with us today. How are you, Ollie? Are you good?
I am all right, thanks.
Good. So today, we've decided that we're just going to pass on kind of the hosting duties across to our wonderful friend John Smith here, because I'm running the risk of boring myself to death, never mind the actual listeners. So, John,
yes,
are you up for the challenge?
I'm up for the challenge. Yes,
nice one, John. Away you go.
Okay, Ollie, welcome.
Thanks very much.
It's lovely to have you here.
Yes.
We're going to talk to you a bit about music, a bit about what you do, a bit about what you've got coming up. But I think if we can start off, just tell us a little bit about how you got into music, really.
I wanted to be a writer, really. I wanted to write when I was young. It's all I wanted to do. And then two things happened when I was a teenager. One was I went to this training course with a journalist, and he said, to be a journalist, you have to lie and be mean. And I was like, oh, no, I want to be a nice person. I said, what am I going to do? And then the second thing was, like, all my mates were getting in bands. I was like, I'll write songs for you. And then that was it. And then I then started playing guitar for a band, because I was like, I should do something in the band. And then one gig, the singer just didn't turn up. So I had to sing because I'd written the songs, and that was it.
Oh, wow.
And that was then.
And that's how you ended up in a band.
Just pure accident,
Mint. I mean, you write a lot of, well, you mostly all your songs are originals when you come to buskers nights and when you do gigs and stuff like that. It's all your own music, isn't it? What's your inspiration? What's your process? What's that sort of stuff for you?
Yeah. Everything I do is, I've never done covers. I went to music college, got told off by the teachers being really shit at covers. And I was like,
I'm sure that's not the case, Oliver.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was, but then later I got diagnosed with ADHD, that like non-neurotypical stuff. And I realized I process differently, so I struggle with covers. Mm-hmm. It's a different part of your brain when you've written something yourself. So my process really, I guess, is like, I like the intersection of joy and sadness and like the cracks in life. So for me, it's finding those little bits of beauty and those tensions, and then writing about them and trying, I guess, pull the lines of sorrow and sadness and trying to find a resolution of joy in it. So that's what pretty much every one of my songs is about.
Well, that's exactly what you do, because I think pretty much every time you've played at Alfie and Finn's, or every time I've seen you play in the past, you always go right, I'm going to do a half an hour of really sad songs now. Yeah. But they're not like quite like joyous and like celebratory songs in a way, because like you deliver them so well. So yeah,
I mean, you always say, like, when we take the piss, don't we, on buskers nights? Like, it's it's Ollie's back up, so don't be hoping for a happy song. But then your songs always have a happy, like a lively vibe to that. You know what I mean?
It's lively songs, so you're in them.
I sing along to them all the time. I know them that well now, but like they're never. They're not really sad feeling songs, even though the messages behind them might have sadness in and stuff. They don't feel sad when you're singing them, and don't feel sad as you're hearing them.
I think that's what's really clever about them, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's simple, isn't it? It's like a heart's made for breaking, and if your heart's broken, you know you're alive, and then that's really wonderful, like to be alive, isn't it? So
what a profound way to put it. I would just be like, well, I just do sad songs.
Well, no, it's a bit like when McKen was saying about blues, and then we were talking about that conversation about, like, to write a good blues song, you've got to actually experience the blues to be able to sing about it. So I guess it's similar for you, where you're singing about personal experience or personal emotions and stuff, but they never it's not like my heart will go on. It's not like a song that just fit, that Titanic song.
There's nothing wrong with Celine Dion.
No, there's not. I'm not slagging Celine Dion. I'm just saying, like, that song doesn't, that comes on the radio in the morning. You're not like, hey, cup of coffee. Yeah, let's get going for the day. You know what I mean? Whereas your songs might be about sad things, but they never feel like sad songs to me.
I need to try harder, break your heart a bit more.
Therein lies your challenge. Make me cry at a buskers.
Well, you do speaking of buskers, though, you do quite a lot of buskers nights, don't you? Like it's now, like, I see you on socials and stuff like that, and it's like, I'm off to the ticket office tonight. So like, you're out pretty much every night, what you possibly can. And playing these songs, which is amazing,
That's how you find out the pubs have got the buskers on, is when Ollie's pubs Scott Wilson have got buskers now.
Scott Wilson have got the buskers on a Tuesday.
But there's a quick important point on that. Like, I do it for my mental health, so I do two things: is I go to buskers I can walk to, and where I feel I can connect with people. So for me, my mental health's about getting outside on the northeast, having a walk, and singing songs with people I trust. And so like I think the buskers are lush places to do that. Like the different feeling. It's different from me. I love gigs too. The buskers feels like a family where you're singing together. So I think it's just dead good for you. So anyone watching this should get out to them, really.
Was it Ben Harwood who was speaking to the other week, and he was saying like how many friends he's made through the buskers nights and stuff like that. It was like, it's a recurring theme, isn't it, with these podcasts, like especially the artists who played at CoastCast and also come along to buskers and stuff, because we can use buskers as like a kind of like feeder for the festival, don't we? Like
and it's that, and it's not. The thing is, it's not all buskers. I don't know what your experience of it is, Ollie, but like I find a lot of buskers nights are very welcoming and inclusive, and you make friends there, and people are not judgmental, and you can feel really safe in that environment. But there are buskers nights around that are not like that, and there are Mike nights where it's very cliquey and follows the same format.
Where's that, John?
I'm not.
Don't be
not
naming
going to
people.
name people, but there are. But I mean, I've played in loads of buskers. There are buskers nights where you go and you don't feel
it's a bit
safe
judgy,
and you don't feel welcome because you're sort of invading.
Well, you've got to find your tribe. I mean, I'm a big believer in anything you do together. You find your tribe and you make it safe for anyone who wants to come into that space. And in some places don't get that. It's kind of too performative. And that's fine, they can do that, but I go places I feel safe and where other people feel safe.
I
think that's what we wanted to do at the festival, didn't we? We wanted it to be a safe place for people to perform and perform what they wanted to do. Like we weren't really bothered about what sets they did.
So speaking of the festival, I mean, you obviously performed at CoastFest this year. Tell us a little bit about that. Tell us what.
Was I meant to do it in 3 words, or do that later?
No, just that's later
Because I've got my 3 words ready.
No, that's later on. Just tell us about your experience at the festival this year.
By the way, how prepared is Ollie?
I know.
It's
I
like,
know.
I'm similar on, and I thought, as a precaution, so that Ollie's like got it sussed when he gets here. Think because we're going to play a game of Room 101 later on, where you put stuff into Room 101 or keep it out. But anyway, we'll get out of that soon. But I think I sent you a message, didn't I, saying, think of 3 things to put in and 3 things to take out. It only turned up with 7 things.
I'm like the opposite of that. There's that saying about a swan, isn't that looks calm on the top and it's chaos underneath. And I'm like, I'll look like chaos, but I'm really well prepped.
That's your thingy for the festival, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Calm on the top, but your feet are going like that underneath.
That
I
was
just
me.
do the opposite, look like chaos. So for me, the festival was lush, and there was I guess 3 key things. One was getting to play in the area I grew up that I'm mega proud of. That was absolutely fantastic. 2, seeing great bands on the stages. But also it was just really lovely walking about the festival, because like you guys, I go to lots of music things. But just seeing everywhere you look, there's people even if you don't know them, because it's people from Shields or like a little... Like I don't know if you've got the data, but I reckon a high % of the people were from really close.
Absolutely.
So you'd wander about and you'd be like, I don't know you, but I've seen you somewhere.
I don't know the exact,
like at the shops.
I don't know the exact stats, but I know especially early on in the process when we put the early bird tickets on sale, it was literally 98% of the people were from North Shields Time Off Whitley Bay Colour Coats who bought the ticket. I don't know across the whole festival, but certainly the early bird and the super early bird tickets were 98%.
Right. No, I know what you mean though. Like I recognise loads of people from the music scene, from locally from the music scene, but I also seen neighbours, ex-neighbours.
Yeah.
I also seen parents of me kids who had coach football. And John, what are you doing here?
It was like a party.
Yeah,
it was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It really felt like home. Like
because
really.
I struggle with festivals, because I'm an introvert who presents as an extrovert because I'm quite high energy. But actually, I struggle with stuff. So my partner loves festivals; she loves them. So I'll go with that because it's fun to do. But I get really stressed out because there's loads of people here that I find quite intense. But I didn't feel that with CoastFest, because it was just everywhere you look. It was like, you live down there, or you were at that party in '96 and you're a bit of a prick, but it's nice to see.
Was it me? Was it Oliver? It definitely would have been you.
Nevies.
Always me.
There's them pricks from
Chris is
freaking
definitely
Alfie's.
getting put in room 101.
I'll take you back out. I'll take you back out.
So what, did you have any particular highlights at the festival?
Just the bus, to be honest. I love the bus so
Every
much.
single guest that comes on, is anybody going to talk about that main stage which took us a year to organise? Are we all just going to talk about the bus?
That's the thing next year. It's
No,
like
it
Coast Fest 24. It's just 5 buses.
But there's something mega about it, isn't there?
It was so different though. We didn't know how it was going to go, and I'm so glad it was received the way it was.
I didn't think it was going to be any good. I don't know if that's that set. I couldn't get my head around it, but it just felt really homely.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, we have spoken about this before, but like we didn't know, like when Tiny Idol said they wanted to bring the bus down and we were going to put a stage on the bus, I was thinking to me, this is going to be shit.
Well, me and you went down to Shields to see, so you need to see the bus to see how you're going to run the sound on it. Like, now I was thinking like, oh, well, that's all right. There'll be a space where
and
it's
just a party bus. It's just a party double decker.
Yeah, it was really
good.
I
remember saying to you, like, oh God, might struggle here, you know what I mean?
Well, we did stuff on a bus when I worked in Birmingham, and it didn't go very well. But I did want to tell you that because what's the point? But we did music.
Cheers, Ollie. Thanks, man.
Well, no, but we did music stuff, and it just didn't land at all. So I was like, oh, I wonder how this is going to work. But I just think how many people who were there be like on the 306 for 10 pence to Newcastle in the 90s. That's what I felt like. I was just on the bus in Shields singing.
We were going to do that though, weren't we? We were going to do little tickets, but God, we had no time. No. But we toyed with
we had all sorts planned for the bus. We were going to do,
beach.
For each artist, say like Ollie Armstrong was playing or Ben Harwood or whoever, we were going to give 10 little tickets to make sure that people who bought tickets for the festival who were there to see Ben or Ollie or whoever could definitely get up on the bus.
Tickets.
But it was just so hectic. We just didn't get
around
to that.
But it worked the way it was.
Yeah.
I mean, you were busy. You were running a festival, like just to point that out.
But then we were going to do a man-made beach outside and everything. I mean, a decent idea in hindsight. We're going to have like surfboards and stuff, and like
except it pissed down for most of it. But the sand would have blew away in the wind.
But in hindsight, it would have been a waste of time and money because it wasn't necessary. We got hay bales, we put them outside, and the bus was jumping in anyway. So
it's great, man.
Yeah, so good.
Mint. Should we move on to our Room 101 stuff?
Aye, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Do you want to go through the rules of Room 101 for people who aren't familiar?
Okay, so this was just an idea, as in, let's have a big crack about something. It was Chris who came up with the idea, wasn't it? You came up with it. Do you want to explain the rules then?
Yeah. Basically, you pick 1 or 2 items that you would put in a Room 101.
Or 7.
Or 7.
Or 7.
Yeah. So we're going to put them in Room 101. They never come back out.
Which means they're gone from the world forever.
It could be unpopular opinion. You might not think it should go in, but we can have a debate about it. And I didn't realise we're going to keep one thing out, which can never go in. But
are we going to argue about it, or if it's in, it's in? Like,
I'm not argue. Debate.
Well, I've got more things out than in.
That's fine.
That's all right.
Just listing them all now.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All of you lads.
Like on the actual TV show, I think there's X amount you put in and X amount
there's
you
3,
take.
but nothing stays out.
Like this is, this isn't a TV show. This is
we're going to do something musical because it's a music podcast. But going off the last podcast, it was all about football.
I've got one musical thing.
I've got one musical thing.
I've got 2 semi-musical things and 1 thing which isn't musical at all, but I hate.
Right, well,
yes.
Well, why don't you start? You go.
Right, okay. My first thing to go into Room 101 is Harris fencing.
Yay!
Reason being...
It's the fencing around the festival.
The fencing, I think it's 3 metres by 2 metres, big, horrible aluminium fencing, which you've got to bolt together with these...
Two big clamps.
Yeah, disgusting, rusty bolts, and you've got 1 spanner between 10 ears putting this fencing up, right? But... basically what happened was, the reason why I hate it so much is because it was actually one of the stories is quite funny. I was told by the fencing company to be on site at 8 a.m. In the morning, and I turned up at 8 a.m. in the morning, and the fencing didn't turn up at 4 o'clock, and I had a shitload of amazing volunteers there, and they waited around all day, and we put this fencing up, and it was freezing cold, and it was rusty and horrible, and then we actually got
bent.
What?
Bent?
Oh yeah.
Yes, it was. Well, it was very bent after that.
So basically, what happened on site was we put up all this Harris fencing. I think there was 500 meters worth of this Harris fencing, which is a canny bit, and we'd done it. And me and Rachel were over near one of the generators, just like fanning around or something like that, and we looked over.
Putting Harris fencing.
Putting some Harris fencing up, that's what we were doing. And we looked over at the opposite side of the field in somebody's, was it a tent?
I think it was yours.
It was the marquee that we had that was our little kitchen while we were camping on site, and it was pegged down.
Yeah, it was definitely
pegged down. Yeah, because this was like day 3 or something. That
it was the Monday night. It was
but I know it was pegged down. But it just
I just seen it go
in slow motion came up and started rolling towards the middle of the field, didn't it?
It rolled towards the middle of the field, but like went off to the side, and then it came back in, and then it hit the fence, and I thought, oh, it's only a tiny little tent. It's not going to do anything. It hit the Harris fence and blew the whole lot down to the floor.
One piece went down,
dominoes.
and we're like, it's okay, it's only one piece, it won't take long. And then literally the time it took to think that thought, it started dominoing and just the whole
children's went, and we're like, oh shit, look at that tent, and then hit it, and then we looked at it, we're seeing the fence falling down, and it was just went, oh fuck it, and then just turned away.
We couldn't do
anything,
just
ignored
it.
What's the point of the fence if it falls down though?
When we put it back up again, someone went, you do not realise you're supposed to put like triangles all the way along every like 5th one or something. We were like,
Egyptian
we'll
we secured it a little bit. So I think, unless anybody's got any objections, that Harris Fencing has to go in.
Fuck Harris Fencing off.
I thought you were talking about some like middle class singer. I was thinking, who's this singer?
Harris Fencing.
Why does he hear them? It's like, oh yeah.
Christmas number 1.
I'll agree with you, Harris Fencing.
Yeah, let's put it in.
I hope I never see it again.
Do you want? Definitely, it's in. Do you want us to go on to meet other in one?
Can do. Why
and then
not?
And then we'll go back around and we'll do that out. Okay. So this is a personal one, and a few of you around this table will know about this. I hate small things. Right. Like I'm massive, right? Small things, right? So let's.
Well, that's rude considering I've sat next to you all day. And the height difference. I needed a booster seat today.
No, I don't mean like that, right? This is like the things where I hate the most, right? Girls, I think, look really, really nice when they have got the fake eyelashes on and fake nails on. Now, I don't mind that at all. Ollie, this is serious. It's like a pure phobia thing, right?
Dig yourself out
I
of this.
don't know where we're going here. Like,
but somebody takes off their eyelash and puts it down.
Yeah.
Or takes off their fingernail and puts it down. I can't be near it.
I best keep mine on then, don't I?
That's not. I don't get what you mean by small things.
That's
or like other little things.
Oh, not small. As in like something big and small.
Yeah,
like tiny objects.
Tiny objects.
What did you think you meant?
I don't know.
Can we test it? Can we get any small
what
things?
Did you think small things?
Not eyelashes and a nail.
Yeah. What did you think? Like small people? Oh, get them away from me.
Basically,
Actually, like what is small?
An eyelash and a nail.
Like for instance, I'll set the scene. Like, I was working behind the bar with Abby here the other day, and my mate, he's a lifelong friend of mine.
He's got
nails.
He doesn't wear false
nails and eyelashes.
But his new partner from Ireland had come along, right? And they were sitting on my table there, and one of our nails had fallen off, and it was a red one.
You know this goes out, you know this goes online.
Buddy, I am sorry. Your new girlfriend's absolutely wonderful, but I can't bear this.
I hate her nails.
Right? I hate her nails, right? But not when they're on, they look lovely, but it was like in the middle of a table just over there, right? And
this is going to get in his head, he's going to get it.
She went to the toilet and says to Abby, I goes, Abby, you're going to have to move that nail. She goes, I'm not moving it. What if she wants it? I goes, Abby, you're going to have it. I couldn't even look at it, right? And I was... The water fill, when the water fills up in your mouth. Right? So Abby came up with this fucking tremendous idea. Right? She goes, let's have a look at my handbag. Lovely. And then she bought up this tiny little glue thing, which I hated as well, but even so. And she goes, what I'm going to do is when she comes back from the toilet, I'm going to ask her if she would like some glue to put her nails back on. And she was like, oh, thank you so much. You're an absolute lifesaver and all that. So I don't mind a plectrum. I'm used to them.
What tiny small things.
So, so she got her nail stuck back on, and that was absolutely
I
fine.
can't believe there's people like you in the world.
Oh, honestly, you know the Pandora charms when they're not on, when they're on the bracelet, I'm sound. When they're not on the bracelet, that's it.
What happens when Blink 182 comes on the radio? Do you skip that as well?
Oh my God! How'd you get on with Cocoa Pops?
No, but the thing is, this is my thing, right? Because in here, I kind of in the parties and stuff, I ban confetti. You know,
the little
like
40s and the 30s
things
and stuff like
right,
that.
And right, me and Katie came in after a party the other day. I tell it not, but there was thousands of 40 little gold things. I didn't mind when there was a million of them.
I'm crying,
I wasn't at all. But I know in this room, right, that those little 40 things are going to make themselves apparent over the next couple of weeks because they just go everywhere. And when I see one of them, my mouth is filled up with water right now. I will barf.
John, you need to get help.
This is like full-on therapy
You
stuff.
need help. You need help.
I know
Oh,
I do, but
fucking
no one's
hell.
giving us help because people just laugh at
This
it.
is enough.
See the bit of confetti going on.
We don't need any more like examples. This is it. This is the part. Like, this is just it.
Along with 5 pence pieces, they go in room 101 as well. Any objections? Anyone?
No, but over the next few weeks, I'm gonna have so much fun.
Dude, no, it'll make us be sick.
Do you want to do your ins?
Fucking brilliant.
What's that?
Oh no, do you want to do your outs?
You're out to redeem
May as
yourself
well.
on that one.
Oh my God, that is just brilliant. That's just brilliant.
The one I'm going to keep out, and I've only got one here. And I'll probably rattle on about this on like every single pod and every single like bit of media. What I go out and do like podcasts and stuff like that, and interviews and stuff. I want to keep out of room 101 community spirit. Reason being is the community spirit here in North Shields and just like the general public have just been so amazing for us, and we wouldn't have this podcast, we wouldn't have the festival without it, we wouldn't have such superb sponsors or help without the community spirit. So more specifically, the community spirit of North Shields and surrounding areas, I want that to be kept out of room 101.
Unless you've got false nails and you're
Forever.
from North Shields.
Unless you've got false nails or a 5 pence piece, you're not you're in.
5 pence.
But yeah, so I'm going to keep that. So if there's any objections on that,
No,
Never
I'll
heard
have that.
anything
I'll have
so
that.
weird
I've
in
just
my
never
life.
heard anything.
he's not going to get over that.
Nah.
I'm not getting over that.
That's
I lived with it next door with you in the bar
I
because
just
I used to have
thought
to
you
pick
meant like
everything up.
miniatures.
Yeah, well, no,
Like
I
them
didn't know what he
little-
meant when he said little things. I
thought-
just
yeah,
like,
not
you know, like
eyelashes.
even like those million sweets in a packet, right? Nay bother. If there's one of them which has fallen on the floor,
Like they say something really profound about community, and everyone's like, "Tiny things, though, John." Really? How small?
I try to say something really nice about the
Aye.
public
I know,
and the community,
but
then
it's-
everyone's like, "You're a
it's not
fucking
going
weirdo,
back.
you
Yeah.
like."
Finished.
I love
Not
the
in this
public.
town.
I love
We
the
love small things and
community.
shields.
As long as
You're
I haven't
out.
got fucking false nails, they fall off, fuckers.
You'd hate my house. There's
Just
this
full of
little-
tiny small things.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I
weird as well.
hate my
Curious.
house. My daughter uses the false eyelashes and
Yeah,
false nails,
me
and they're
too.
freaking everywhere.
Bobby
in
pins.
the house.
Earrings
Oh,
Earring.
for God's
on people,
sake.
fine. Off people, no.
Right, I'm gonna
Can we
throw.
move
I'm
on?
gonna throw 3 in really quickly,
Right,
just
okay.
because I think this might take a while.
Well, you got 15
any sort of X Factor, Pop Idol, Dancing on Ice,
Aw.
anything like that, where they do their little, like sad. This is John, and he lives in North Shields, and his life's
like
so
small
shit,
things.
and he doesn't like small things, and
Okay.
any of them
And they've
sort
got
of.
Westlife on in the background. And
Yeah,
all that.
yeah. Any
It's a
of
sob
them,
story.
yeah, but any of them programs, I can't freaking stand them. Like X Factor,
See-
Pop Idol.
See, I'm indifferent.
bollocks.
I'm indifferent with the X Factor stuff because I feel like it used to be like quality entertainment, and some of it was really shit. Right?
I know, I like that bit. When you
Yeah.
have someone who's shit on, and you think your ma should have told you before you come on.
I
Like,
know.
you know what I mean?
What's that guy called?
Like
Wagner?
how did your mum
well.
not tell you?
I
No,
love-
son, you're shit. Don't do this. It's
Yeah.
going to be
I love
embarrassing.
that pattern when they come on
That
and do
bit
audition
was
and
quite
shit.
funny, but the whole process of like, and I think the reason being is I see talented people every single week playing in pubs and buskers
Yeah.
nights.
Yes.
But
I
they
think-
also wouldn't
and
go
think-
on X Factor.
No, but I think they've got the amount of budget that must be put into something like producing the X Factor, and then someone comes away with a recording contract and blah 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 and gets famous and all this. And I think there's people far more deserving and far more
I
talented
do agree with that.
in every buskers night and pub that I go in like week in week out. So
In that context, I agree with you.
Yeah.
okay, it's in. No, you're gonna like me next too.
I still watch it though.
Preachy vegans.
Preachy vegans.
Preachy vegans.
Oh, you're not a vegan, are you?
I don't mind people being a vegan. I don't mind that at all. But preachy vegans. Preachy vegan. You know, people who tell you what you're doing wrong, like, and how you shouldn't do it, and how you're evil. You know what I mean?
What things have you telling you to eat, John? I feel like it's something.
No. Tell me not to eat.
I'm just thinking that's a third of our audience
the people
already.
The people who tell.
I hate men and women and preachy vegans.
I don't mind. Someone can be a vegan, or someone can be a vegetarian, pescatarian, fishcatarian, freaking burgertarian, whatever they want to be. I don't know. People can be whatever they want to be.
It is now, isn't it?
But preachy vegans, you know the ones.
How do you gauge it? Do you get them to tell you what they eat? But so can I just check your tone?
No, he doesn't even ask for it. They just tell him.
No, the people who tell me what I'm doing wrong because.
No, I know, but like what's your definition? Like, what's too preachy? Like, what's the level by which you're not your fine?
Fucking business what I'm eating. You know what I mean? Anything past that, you're fucking preachy vegan. You can fuck off. You know. No, honestly, I don't.
They're on into that podcast going, I hate really angry meat eaters.
Look after your own body. Look after your own body. Look after the planet. All
that's
that
all right. We've got their pod. We've got our pod.
Just leave me alone.
We might not after this.
Preachy vegans, you can go and shite and don't come near me. Well, come near me. I don't mind you as a
got breed. Some repair work for ticket sales, yeah. Like.
I don't mind you as a breed of person, but stop fucking preaching to me. Don't preach to me. That's it. I've said me piece.
Scott, are you a vegan?
He's a vegetarian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you've never stood there on the buskers night going, oh, look at him eating fucking pepperoni pizza. You know what I mean?
I'm writing a song about this straight away and playing it tonight.
Fucking evil. You're pure evil.
Just
you
about
with your little rings of meat.
John.
No, anyway, so preachy vegans.
I feel like John's so passionate about this, I daren't like go against it. So just put it in.
And then, okay, this next one is left field, but Jamie Carragher as a football pundit.
Don't mind him.
I can't stand him. I can't stand him.
I'm surprised because
I absolutely adored Jamie Carragher as a football player, as a player for Liverpool. I adored him, but I think he talks utter shit as a pundit. I think he tries to overcompensate for the fact that he's a Liverpool player. He was a Liverpool player and was a Liverpool fan. You know, at least Gary Neville, you can see through him. He's obviously a Man United fan, and he doesn't sort of go the other way. You know what I mean?
Do
like
think
to make bias from me.
Is it CBS where it's got?
Oh no! Do you know what I mean?
Micah Richards.
Micah Richards.
Is that why he's so angry?
I can't stand him. I can't.
Is that what's going on here?
Vegan? No.
Someone Google it.
No, he does wear
out for them all.
Fake eyelashes and nails. Like, no, Jamie Carragher's a pundit. You might not agree, probably won't, but just as a Scouser and as a Liverpool fan, I can't stand the guy as a pundit.
I'll agree. Put him in.
I have a feeling that this point is going on because I think whoever was watching this is just.
And Sprouts, I'd put in 101. Sorry.
Sprouts? Why Sprouts?
Fucking horrible.
Sprouts are full of nutrients because vegans eat them, John.
No, Sprouts. Testicle of the vegetable world.
Oh man, no, I love a sprout now.
Yeah, you're not getting around. I love Sprouts.
They're small. Why would you eat one?
John.
Yeah, Sprouts are small, but they're not freak you out.
No, because what you do is, right, you have like 4 or 5 Sprouts on your plate, and then there's 2 left.
You hoid them in together.
So you hoid the last 2 in together.
I think you've won the whole audience back now. We're fine. This is everyone's invested.
In case anyone doesn't know, we necked a bottle of whiskey between us in between pods today.
That's what it feels like.
You gotta put Sprouts in, man. It's like
Sprouts.
I'm not letting it in.
John.
No, that's definitely.
I didn't think you would.
What would your Christmas dinner be without Sprouts? Absolutely.
A Christmas dinner, a nice fucking Christmas dinner.
And what are the non-preachy vegans eat? The ones you've left very kindly not.
But they eat Sprouts. They
eat Sprouts.
But they eat cabbage and shit like that, can't they?
Well,
they can have Sprouts. That doesn't work.
Is a sprout not just a little cabbage?
Well, yeah, a little bit, but I don't like cabbage either. I mean,
but you can't take out sprouts and cabbage because the preachy vegans and the non-preachy vegans have to have something on their Christmas dinner.
Wait, John, are sprouts not too small for you?
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You can
they're okay.
They're okay. So, like, if I have like 5 sprouts,
right.
and I don't mind when it's like more of one or something to pot of my lashes.
Ah, so 2.
How'd you get on with baked beans then?
Oh, for fuck's sake, we're not going to just keep...
Oh, sorry. All right,
things.
don't put sprouts in room 101. Don't put the testicles of the vegetable world in room 101. As long as the preachy fucking vegans are in there, I'm happy.
Well, none of my things are living up to this.
What am I keeping out?
Yeah. What are you saving?
Sprouts now.
Pepperoni pizza. No, I'll come back to that.
If there was one bean on my plate, I would put it. I would scrape it into the bin.
Because it would freak you out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Move on. Away from me.
Who's next?
Are you sure? I just want to take
no,
I'm good. JCB on its way.
I'm good.
Tiny little shovel.
John's views about preachy vegans are as his own and not anybody else around this table.
Yeah, disclaimer along the bottom.
Please stay with us.
Trigger warning.
Please stay with us, preachy vegans.
Don't worry, I have nothing against.
We don't know who he is. He just turned up on the night.
We're just insulting everybody.
Yeah, well.
Are you going to insult anyone? Are you going to insult anyone on yours?
No, I don't think so.
I think I might,
Well, should I go or do you want to go?
I think you should go.
Go on,
go on.
Right, I'll rattle through. So I've got 3 things to put in. 1, right, it's a really specific thing promoters did in the 90s, and I don't know if it still happens. And I realised you guys put gigs on, so you might have done this. I might be able to put you guys in.
I know exactly what you're going to say. I've never done that in my life.
So, right, it's promoters who, when you're on side band, they give you a load of tickets and they say you've got to sell them all. And then they want the money from the tickets.
Pay to play.
And the reason I got really cross is when you asked me to think of music-related things for this, I was thinking of when I went and played Liverpool when I was like 16 and he gave us 100 tickets. And I was like, of course I'll sell them. Of course I wasn't going to sell them in Liverpool. I don't live in Liverpool, you bellend. So, like, well, we're done. And I got off the stage and it was really good fun. I enjoyed the gig. And his bouncers rounded us up and took us in the office. And he's like, where's my money? So I gave him the tickets back. And he was like, where's my money? Bellend. So he can go in. So
I'll have that. Anyone who exploits musicians for money, including all these new agents that are around, with the 400 people on their books who they've never met and they charge 30 quid.
I was so angry.
Who's
He's watching right now. I don't like.
I hate that pay-to-play stuff as well. There's big campaigns go on about that, and people still do it, and I think it's a fucking disgrace. Yeah. I feel like if you want to put on an artist, right, and you put them on because you want them to play your event because they're good. And don't get us wrong, right? I've been a promoter for years, right? And there has been times in the past I think, we'll add them to the bill. They're a good, but it's because they're a good band. They'll bring a canny few people in, they're a good band. It'll make the event better. Yes. But I would never, ever expect anybody to sell tickets and then go, where's my money?
Yeah, that's what we did.
No chance. So, that can absolutely go in room 101, all of that.
Right, I'm actually going to miss my middle one because it was a serious one and I don't need any of that. Actually, I'm going to whisper it. Misogynistic lyrics, but we'll not go there.
Misogynistic lyrics.
I'll put that in.
Shall we just put it in by
default?
Yeah.
It's just because I thought I was becoming like a typical dad. My kids were listening to songs and I was like, oh, this is a great tune. And then I listened, I was like, yeah, if my lads or like one of us said that out loud, I'd be like, hands up, back up, lads. That's not nice. And so I want to hide those lyrics in.
Yeah.
Done.
It's in. I mean, I watched American Pie for the first time in about. Well, I've seen it loads of times, to be fair.
Shocking.
But that is shocking. That has not aged well like that film.
No. There's loads of new songs like it now that my lads listen to. And when you listen to the lyrics, I'm like, that's got no level of consent in it, lads. Yeah. Like, that's bad.
Me and Kate separately both watched Pet Detective.
Ace Ventura,
Pet Detective.
He can go in because
I can remember that film and really liking it and thinking it was really funny. Go back and watch it now.
My boys watch it recently.
Oh my God.
Is it really bad?
It's sexist, racist, homophobic,
it's really
misogynistic. It's just, like, it's shockingly bad.
Now,
I mean,
there's some films that were into the 2000s that were still like that as well, and not just like the late 90s and early 2000s and stuff like that. I don't know whether I watched some of them, and I mean I wouldn't turn them off because of it, because I'll watch the film because it's Dumb and Dumber or it's Ace Ventura. I'll still watch the full film, but you're right. Like I'll have to rewatch American Pie.
It's things we didn't notice at the time that now you notice.
Definitely
but what Ollie's saying is these are new songs.
Yeah. This is now.
That's even worse.
It's in.
I want to tell you my third one. You ready? I'm going to put Wrong Since 81 in.
Wrong Since 81 in the bin.
Can I tell you why? Can I tell you why?
Contentious.
Right, I'll tell you why though. Because, they're two of my favourite lads in the world, and can you not just imagine a sitcom where Kieran and Matty are sat in like this low-lit room with knackered sofas, and that's room 101, and everybody's problems, like small things, and vegans are put in. And every episode they have to deal with everyone's problems. And then the season finale is them escaping from room 101. I'd watch that show.
It's a bit like the Marvel series Loki,
just like that,
where he's in an alternative world. But I would love that. I could just imagine a preachy vegan sat next to Matty go, well, you shouldn't have got the pizza in the first place.
Oh yeah, I need to tell this story about.
This is why I was thinking about it, because of this story.
I need to tell this story, right?
Served you right for getting meat on your pizza.
Matty, right? Matty, right? He's lush. He's a really talented lad. He does all the buskers and stuff, and he does his own sets here and there. He's in Bronx since 81, and he came to the Sunday showcase here on Sunday, right? And what happened was, Crust Social came across with some pizzas, which they were like trialing some new pizzas, so they brought them across. Went, oh John, do you want these 2 pizzas? And I went, well, I'm not hungry, but what I'll do is I'll put them on the bar. So put the pizzas on the bar. I can't even stop.
Everyone.
Put the pizza on the bar, and I cut it into small pieces, right? And then everybody came up and had a bit of pizza, and there was like one tiny little slice there. But Matty came in a bit late, and he was like, oh, well, I'll leave that for the customers because I haven't been here the whole time. I'm going to go across Crust Social and grab my own pizza. Right? So he come across his own pizza. This bloke, he was sitting just by where Chris was, right? And none the wiser, right? Matty was standing behind the bar, which he probably shouldn't have been, to be fair, right? This geezer got up, walked up with a full confidence, he didn't know anything about it, walked over to Matty, took a big slice of his pizza.
Took a quarter of his pizza.
And they're expensive pizzas.
Yeah.
Folded it in half and scranned it pretty much in front of his face, and Matty was just like Jude Bellingham, like, what? What? And like it was literally the funniest thing ever. Matty's face, what the fuck? And getting proper irate about it. And then I went across the Crust to tell him what had happened, and Matty was like, I'm going to say something to him. And I said, no, I didn't say anything to him. He wasn't going to say that to him. But when the bloke, he was dead canny, the geezer, and he walked out and like on his way home, and he said, "Oh, I'll see you later, lads." And Matty said,
yeah,
so does the guy not know?
No, he just walked. So he still thought it was some free pizza, like, and walked up and grabbed a quarter of his pizza. Last night, it's all over social media. Last night, I was running buskers in the Millburn Arms, and Matty walked in, and one of the customers went, you're the pizza guy? Just a random customer. Matty was like,
I mean, it's a funny story, but the fact that happened to Matty makes it 10
times.
Oh,
yeah. I will have wrong since 81 in there.
And that's why I'm putting them in.
Yeah. In there with the judgy vegans.
Tell you what I would prefer to do, right? I love Kieran and Matty, right? They're so catty, right? But I would love to put that song, Tony Rigatoni, into Room 101.
And you wouldn't have to sing it again?
Not because it's a bad song. It's every time they play it, it's stuck in my head for about 4 weeks. And I can't get rid of it. I'm like, Tony Rigatoni all the time. So, if you want to put one City one in Room 101, you can.
I love the idea of them sat on a couch.
One of the songs.
I love the idea of them sat on a couch with some judgy vegans in the room.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
Boys, we're really sorry, but you're in.
Yeah, bye-bye.
You're going.
Chris.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah, you're going.
Well, you've already touched on X Factor and stuff here. I know it's not on anymore, but I'd 100% put talent shows in, because full talent shows, not just the ones with the stories. All of it. Shit.
Why?
Oh, can it, man?
Do you not like Britain's Got Talent?
Oh, no.
I can't stand any of them. I agree. I can't stand any
of
them.
No, man. You get magicians and stuff on there,
no.
man.
Oh, dancing dogs and stuff like that. I mean,
you just get no.
I love Pop Idol, though.
Pop Idol was
the
precursor to
Will Young. I like Will Young.
Well, there you go. There's a product from a show like that, from a talent show.
But what I figured out, you know, when they do all these things and they go like, they might go to, I can't remember, like one of them's, these during the auditions as well, they'll be like, in such and such, she works in a dentist and she's a receptionist, and they took a film crew there to film it, like, oh yeah, she's not getting through to the final, is she not? Why would they waste all that money to get down there? Oh, she's not winning. But yeah, that, and musically wise, it might offend someone, but probably not, I don't care. Do you know, like, if you've been at the pub for a few hours and everyone's like, oh, come back to mine, it's and blah, blah, we'll have people who pick up guitars in other people's houses and can't fucking play a single thing.
I never pick a guitar up.
So as soon as anybody's... Not that it happened often, but if anyone ever came back to mine, I'd make sure I was first through the door.
Get the guitar in the bedroom.
Smash it up.
Guitar in the wardrobe, not in the bedroom, because you'd always find them wandering around going, got a guitar? Like, no, but you play guitar?
If I'd been in a pub and went back to somebody's house, chances are I'd either fully saved or half saved, half cut, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't pick up a guitar anyway.
You don't get a full fucking song.
I can't play the guitar when I've had a drink anyway.
I don't know, actually, Surely you would though. You'd pick a guitar.
No, not if I was pissed. If I was sober, I might. If I was sober, I might say, "Do you mind if I have a go?" But I wouldn't just barge into someone's house and go, "Hey, guitar."
What if it was a vegan?
If it was a vegan,
if it was a vegan's house you went to, a Preachy vegan's
I'd,
house,
I'd probably drop a sausage roll into the inside of the guitar and just leave it there for them. What's that smell?
Terrible.
This has took a turn for the worse.
Do you think?
We're laughing, but it's dark.
What are you keeping out?
I've got one more to go in.
Got one more to go in.
One more. I'll
One
make
more.
it quick. Public speakerphone people who walk around.
Oh no, there's no
Like
There's
that.
loads of them in town at the minute.
Yeah, I'm
They're
with
in
you.
shields, and it's just like I've left an aisle in Asda because of one, because I was sick of hearing about Grant Whitey, and I was just like, oh, this is ridiculous. I just want my fucking cashews and get out of here.
Grant's what?
Whoever she's on the phone to, or he's on the phone to, was going, yeah.
Oh, you mean on a telephone?
You can hear.
I thought you meant one of those
conversation.
Like a megaphone.
Oh, right.
Don't mind, like.
I thought you were on about the ones in town who like tell you to go to God and stuff.
Like the preachers.
Yeah.
Just do preachers.
Yeah.
No, but see if you're in the
Preachy
house and you
vegans.
put someone on speakerphone while you're doing something, but it's the ones that walk round in public, and how the other person can't hear the fucking traffic.
Yeah.
Something else.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's
Fair enough.
always reminded me of the first time I ever saw it was in The Apprentice, when they were in the cars, like. And they're talking
Yeah, that was
back
because
to
it
their
was cool
team,
back
running
then.
back, and just so like
Yeah,
everyone who
just-
goes on The Apprentice is knobhead anyway, aren't they? So it's like it's
I
just
don't know. I like
a
that. But I
knobhead
like
side.
that bloke. What's he called? He works on the market store. He goes, bosh. At the end of it, I really like him. I think he's cool. He goes and has probably because he goes and has a spag
No,
bol
I
for
mean,
his breakfast.
what I
and
mean
coffee.
is that everyone who goes on The Apprentice, if you put a bunch of 7-year-olds on The Apprentice, they'd probably do
That's
better
how
than most of the
Katie
people who go on
Hopkins
The
was
Apprentice.
famous, hasn't
Oh
she?
yeah, she did
She
that,
can go in
didn't
the
she? That's
flipping
right. Oh, she can
room
go in.
one.
I think that goes without saying, to be fair.
I think of you two are just like dead calm, and they start really angry and just watching how angry you are about your things.
I'm not angry. It's
Oh, no, I'm not
animated. I'm not
angry.
angry.
No, but
passionate.
But it's when they do. But then they go like that.
Aye.
Put your fucking phone to the ear and have a conversation.
See, I'm not angry,
Don't
but
worry,
I'll
Jared.
tell you again.
I'd be passionate if I'd done my homework and actually had something.
I only thought about it today.
But
But
with yours, there's different variations of it as well. There's people who are on the metro and they play music.
music as
Oh
well.
my god!
Yeah.
What is that all about? And the music's 110% of the time absolutely shit. And like you're on the metro, there's like loads of people. And those
You're on the metro and someone's got their phone and all you can hear is all the small things.
but yeah, like there's different variations of it, and also voice notes.
Don't get them. Tried them. Don't like
No,
them.
I don't like
Tried
them.
voice
Love a
notes.
voice note.
And a voice note on the odd occasion when I'm dead busy, I do it on the odd occasion, but a very rare occasion. But like
It's such a
voice
thing in
note
Europe,
because
though.
yeah, but you can't listen to it without it being loud.
No.
Like it's not like you can put
Yeah,
it
yeah.
comes out your phone
Yeah.
on speaker regardless. So if you're on WhatsApp and Chris, I don't think you ever have, but if you send us a voice note and then it's out loud and I don't know what Chris is going to say.
Oh, that's a fair point, though.
I like that, yeah.
Like,
That's a fair point.
What if he says something and you're sat there with a bunch of like old biddies on a bus or something? And he,
But,
like,
but there's also a rule that if anyone sends you something in a large WhatsApp group, like a video or whatever, if you're in public,
You can't
never
watch
rub
it,
next to it.
no.
So I was like,
yeah.
it is that you always get stitched up with the sex noises and that.
Yeah.
Like you're watching a video, I don't know, like
Okay.
the thing you'd be like, Joe Linton signs new 3-year contract or something, like, oh, get in, and then you press the video. And it's
Yeah,
like,
that's that. Yeah.
that can go in room 101 without a doubt,
Right.
Christopher.
Yeah.
I'm
Brilliant.
gonna have to move us on because we'll need Rachel's, and I
You-
think then we'll have to keep the
Busker's
stuff.
opened 7 minutes ago.
Yeah, I think the stuff that we want to keep in, we'll do another time. I think.
I've
you
only
can have
got
one.
ins.
Go on.
That's fine. You,
Go on,
do that
you
one.
finish
Yeah.
us off.
Right,
Then.
clapping on planes. No, I've only got out.
Out. Oh no, yeah. So
I've only got out.
keep them out.
Yeah,
Okay.
clapping on planes.
You like clapping on
Yes,
planes?
I do.
Oh, when they land.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You're a
Alright.
proper pervert.
No, I like that.
Why
I used to
the
like clapping in the cinema when I was
No,
a kid when
I've
the movie
always done
finished.
it. Always done it, and I
Yeah.
always will, and no one will stop us.
I'll-
I'll have that. I'll have that.
The first time this year, come back from Spain, and there was a load of drunks at the back from Benidorm coming over, and when the plane landed, they start rapturous round of applause.
Was
And
it
I
Oh
you?
was
no,
like,
that's
I
not.
like it.
That's not
That's
what
not
I
what you
mean.
mean.
No, like because you've landed safely and you can get off
No, they
alive.
landed safely. And
Why am I
So
even
the
friends
black-
with these people?
Anyways, right. My
Anyway, sorry.
second one, you'll not like this either. Dipping your toast in your tea.
No.
That can
I've
stay
never
out.
even heard of it.
You need to try it.
No,
Dipping toast in tea.
No,
Yeah.
all the butter just goes into your tea.
Thank
Is that
you.
correct, Gemma? Do you do that as well?
Yeah.
You two are proper
Put
weird.
her on.
Proper weird.
Okay,
What about
okay.
the crumbs? The small crumbs?
I was going to say, you're allowed to disagree, but you're not allowed to disagree on the basis that they're proper weird.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it didn't get weirder than your one.
Exactly. So shut your shit. And the thing I'd put in the room, Oasis.
Why?
No. Britpop
No.
maybe, but not Oasis.
Oh,
No,
Oasis.
no, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I knock about with proper dick.
And that's me done.
Your lad wouldn't be in a band if it wasn't for that band. I'm telling you right
I don't
now.
really care.
You wouldn't be
the
here
band.
in doing this podcast and this festival if it wasn't for that band. Because I wouldn't have any friends and I wouldn't like music.
Oh,
Should
that is
just
so
carry on-
sad.
You would just be living your life and enjoying yourself.
That's
wouldn't
why
you?
we're friends. Because you like Oasis and I like dipping me toast in my tea.
That's proper man.
And I like meat.
Right, you haven't got
I
any
think
more?
we've got to. I think we've
think we
got to
might
move.
have to-
I think we've got to move on. I think Ollie, you've come to perform a song for us here today, haven't you?
You
Apparently
still
so.
want it.
Do you want to
To be
tell
done
us?
this
Do
before.
you want to tell us very briefly about the song that you're going to perform?
It's the one about toast. And I'm going to angrily sing it in the format of a vegan. And then Rachel's going to clap loudly at the end because I make aeroplane noises.
Only when you finish.
Only when I'm finished. No, it's a song that's called Lifeboat Soul. It was called Drowning, but it was just too miserable, so I changed the title. The song's still the same though.
Okay,
That's it.
brilliant. Thank you. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing it.
Right, you get yourself up there, Ollie.
I'm Ollie Armstrong, and this is called Lifeboat Soul. Salt water in my lungs again. I'm not drowning, I'm better than I was. See lacerations on my skin. I'm okay, I'm doing good. I've got a lifeboat in my soul with patched up fault lines in its hull. And I've heard my own clarion call for help, so I'll help myself. I miss this when it's over. I miss you when it's done. But I'm not drowning anymore. I'm doing well. I'm doing good. I'm driving with my eyes closed again. I'm okay. I'm doing good. I found that sorrow's not original sin. I'm alright. I'm better than I was. I've got a lifeboat in my soul with patched up fault lines in its hull. And I've heard my own clarion call for help. Gonna help myself. I miss this when it's over, and I'll miss you when it's done. But I'm not drowning anymore. I'm doing well. I'm doing good. Yeah, well, my kid heard the song that breaks my heart. He says, I don't understand. Why do they sing swim till you can't see land instead of, oh, swim until you can? So I'll swim until I can't see land. I'm gonna swim until I can't see land. I'm gonna swim until I can't see land, and then I'm gonna pull myself out. And will you swim until you can't see land? Please swim until you can't see land. Come on now, swim until you can't see land, and if you need it, I'll pull you out.
when it's over. I'll miss you when it's done. But I'm not drowning anymore. I'm swimming in deep water. No, I'm not drowning anymore. I'm swimming in deep water. I'm doing well. I'm doing good. Want you to know I'm doing well. I'm doing good. I'm doing well. I'm doing good.
Nice one, Ollie. That was
brilliant. Well done, Ollie. That was really, really good. Really good. So we always ask our guests the same 2 questions at the end of each pod. First of which is just tell us a bit about what you've got coming up in the future.
So I'm playing here on Sunday, although I don't know when this podcast goes out. So
it goes out tomorrow.
Yeah, it goes out tomorrow.
Playing here on Sunday. Come along or don't. Do what you want. Live your best life.
No, come along.
Come along. Because I'm a nice lad. Just come along. Away, please. Away, please. And I'm probably going to be recording some stuff soon. That's what I'm doing soon, I think.
Excellent. That's mint. Okay, so finally, to end the show, obviously you performed at CoastFest this year, and you were there as a punter as well. Can you sum up your experience of the event for you in 3 words?
Bus was lush.
Bus was lush. Brilliant. Thanks, Ollie. Thank you.